Hey, the other day I had a friend over for tea, and we somehow ended up talking about self criticism versus self compassion. She shared something really honest that her inner voice is very critical because that's what she learned growing up from her parents. And now she's actively trying to unlearn it because it's making her life harder than it should be. Then she asked me what I thought, and after sharing a few personal things, of course, I gave her my 2 cents. Growing up, I used to see life in very black and white terms. Things were either good or bad, right or wrong. I didn't really notice how many gray areas exist in everyday life. As I got older, I started noticing how people use those gray areas. In school, classmates would bend the rules, like asking, is it really skipping class if the teacher hasn't shown up for 15 minutes? At work, I saw similar things happen where technically no rules were broken, but people still found ways around responsibility. That taught me something very important, that if gray areas exist for getting out of trouble, they can also exist for giving ourselves grace. For example, yes, maybe I didn't exercise today, but I made healthy food choices, I drank enough water, and got decent sleep. Instead of calling the day a failure, I can count it as a win. Depending on the situation, my gray areas sometimes lean towards self criticism and sometimes towards compassion. And compassion is something I'm actively working on. I don't know about you, but I find it incredibly easy to feel compassion for my family members, friends, even pets. But when it comes to myself, I sometimes freeze. I hesitate. I start judging instead of supporting. And lately, I've been trying to pause in those moments and ask, if this was someone I cared about, what would I say to them? Most of the time, the answer is kinder than the voice in my head.